Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Space Apps Challenge. My name is Alexander McLaughlin, simulation software engineer for NASA's Exploration Ground Systems, and the challenge author for A World Away, Hunting for Exoplanets Using AI. Together with my team of scientists and engineers from Kennedy Space Center, Johnson Space Center, and Ames Research Center, we'll be helping you through this challenge. Over the past few decades, interest in identifying new worlds outside our solar system has grown. NASA exoplanet survey satellites such as Kepler and TESS were launched with this goal in mind. These satellites use a method of surveying called the transit method. As these satellites observe a specific area of the sky, sensors on board will detect the amount of light it receives from a star of a faraway solar system. As it continues observing, a dip in the amount of light will be seen in the data, indicating that something has passed in front of that star, possibly an exoplanet. This is typically called a transit. Thousands of new exoplanets have been identified using this method and the data from these satellites. The data from these transit events and all the observations made from these satellites is free and publicly available. Your objective is to create an AI agent or machine learning model trained on the data from these satellites to classify potential new data points. Inside each of the datasets from the many survey missions is a disposition column, which is what astronomers have classified the transit data point as, either a planetary candidate, an already known planet, or some other designation indicating that it is not a planet at all. If you plan to do supervised learning, these labels will be very useful. It might be a good idea to make these models interactive using a web interface so that new data points may be manually entered or imported. Feel free to use any programming language and open source library you feel fits the challenge best, or try to create your own model from scratch. Your efforts may help future researchers classify planetary candidates, and who knows, during training and testing, you may stumble upon a brand new world.